So today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely pork tenderloin with sauteed apples in an apple cider vinegar sauce and arugula. It's so wonderful. Let's go. So when I'm cutting these apples, wisdom would say to remove the core. But this beautiful thing that happens is something that, oh, there we go, that I appreciate so much, and it makes me so happy. So I would say don't core them and do this because it's so much fun. So we're gonna saute the apples. I'm gonna do butter and oil. We're gonna do them about medium high. And look what I did. This is about 7 minutes, a sprinkle of sugar, flip frequently. So delicious, and if you don't wanna do the sugar, absolutely no problem. So no one says pork tenderloin is beautiful, by the way. But you could do so many different things with this and not do pork and do beef tenderloin. In any case, it's gonna be really freaking delicious. I've got salt, pepper, marjoram, but you could kind of do any spice blend that you want. Got the potatoes and parsnip cut similar sizes. Have this beautiful chicken stock. Now I know this isn't too salty, so what I've done is added a good amount of salt here, and what we're gonna do is bring this to a simmer, and then we're just gonna gently simmer it until it's all cooked. Once it's simmering, it's probably gonna be around 20 minutes, and then we're gonna make a delicious mash. So first we're getting that pan hot. Then we've got our olive oil in here with our pork tenderloin. We're gonna sear on all sides, and there are technically 4 sides. So we wanna sear it before we get it in this pan and stick it in the oven to finish. So it's a little challenging to do it on all sides. And if you can't do it, just do it 2 minutes each side, the front and back. But I like the sides to be cooked also before it goes in the oven. Now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna empty out the broth. I'm gonna reuse it, but I'm gonna empty it, and I'm gonna take my potato masher. It's okay if a little is left in there. Take my potato masher, and I'm gonna start mashing and putting in salt and butter, and it's gonna be lovely. You can do a mixer, but in my opinion, you can get them really gluey really quickly. So Roy, by the way, you know the Royisms, he's so opposed to that. So he's sent me in this direction, and I'm gonna add a little bit of the stock. Okay. Oops, and that's the timer. We got timers running here all the time. So we've cooked these for about, we first on the stove and then about 12 minutes in the oven. So it really depends, and you have your little meat thermometer. 145 is the number you're going for. Remember, we used to feel like pork had to be medium well. That no longer is the case. So let your pork be juicy and delicious. So your pan juices, and I have 2 of them because I did extra when you beautiful people weren't looking. I'm gonna put that in. You never get rid of like your chicken juice or your pork juice or your beef juice because it is its own magic elixir, and that is gonna add perfect amount of lovely fat to this gravy and make it wonderful, wonderful. So let's stir it up and let it come to the boil. And I think we're just about ready to eat. So I've got everything together. I've got the pork, I've got these apples, which could not look any more fabulous than they do. I've got arugula. I'm gonna go over to the stove and get the wonderful potatoes, and I'm just gonna build a fabulous platter. And I think we know this could be an alternative Thanksgiving. So now what I like to do, and I do 2 extra apples because, well, I love them so much, and also they look so darn festive. And I don't know if I said it, I think I did, but like, oh my gosh, for a small Thanksgiving where you don't wanna like make a giant turkey, this is kind of fabulous. Okay, so let's start and look over here. Look at how freaking great that pork is. This one's probably more medium because, let's see, because there's 2 different ones. And then if you've got guests that like different temperatures, but here it is. And by the way, you can save a little of the pork because you can make the greatest sandwiches, and like you can just cut like the thinnest little sandwiches, and it can be just like, you get up for breakfast on a Monday morning and you can have like the thinnest pieces of pork and you're just like so freaking happy about it. That would describe me. So I'm a double everything gal, but I love a double sauce. So just the pan juices, and then this lovely little mirepoix apple cider sauce that's been made. And by the way, it would be really pretty to puree. Well, let me say this, it would be really delicious to puree it. It looks a little bit like soup, and the color isn't as beautiful. We did that on Sunday when we made it. But in the meantime, I'm so happy about this. Bon appetit.